Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today it's another trying to fix video, and we're going to be trying to fix this power bank here. Now I'm with my brother Paul in this video today, and this is his power bank. He bought it second hand quite a few years ago and it's been working fine until recently, and now it's gone, well, it's not completely dead, it's completely dead when it comes to charging, but yet you can charge this up itself. What we're thinking is maybe the kids use it a lot, maybe it's been dropped. So check this out now. If I plug the micro USB into the actual device itself, you will see that it is showing that it's charging. And also, if I tap this on button twice, you can see the little light comes on. So there's definitely a certain amount of power there. But look, even though it's charging here now, if I plug a phone into it, it will do absolutely nothing. You see? Hasn't lit up here. And let's plug in this little USB reader thing. Well, there you go. I don't even need to plug anything into it because you can see that the USB reader is not detecting 5 volts in any of them, even though the lights are still on here. And if I unplug it, it's exactly the same thing. So it's slightly strange that it's kind of partially dead, but not when it comes to actually charging it up. But maybe there's different circuits on the inside. So my brother rang me, said did I want to do a video on this, and I thought it might be quite an interesting one. Why not? So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and open it up. Now, what do you reckon, Paul? Just prise it open?
I think it must be just prised open, I'd imagine. Yeah, push fit plastic, I'd imagine.
Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go.
Oh, excellent.
Hold on 1 second. Might be able to just do it with my nails.
Oh,
yes.
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lucky it's not glued.
Wait a minute. No, I think I do need a tool. Let me get some... let me get this to try and prise it open. Right, here we go. We're in. We're in. So let's zoom in a bit so as you can see. Actually, what we didn't see what this is. So it is capacity 20,000 milliamp hours. Yeah, and the input is 5 volts, 1 amp. Output is DC 5 volts, 2.1 amps max. That's output number 1. And then the other 2 outputs are 1 amp max. So this is the one with the big output. Well, I don't know which number 1 is. I presume it's that one. It's not actually labelled. Yeah. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells, 3.7 volts each. And already I can see that, well, there you go, that's loose there. If you have a look at this bit here, which connects up the cells to this sort of protection board, it's loose. So I suppose
that would be lithium cells, Vince.
I think they're lithium. Yeah, they must be, mustn't it? I don't know how you can tell. There's nothing written on it anywhere. Yeah, so with lithium we've got to be really careful because these things can go on fire really easily if they get too hot or if you pierce it and stuff. But I'm looking there and that looks dodgy. In fact, that looks, I don't know whether that's had a repair in the past, but it doesn't look great. But that makes sense why it's charging, because this bit here is probably working fine. But saying that, it shouldn't be putting a charge into the battery if that's loose, should it?
You'd think not, would you?
I tell you what, should we lift that up completely and still see if it's charged? But it's registering that it's got, what means the lights are on.
You think it's fully charged?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But if that was loose, it can't get the power into the battery just from one side, can it?
I don't know.
It would have to make the circuit.
Yes.
So this is one. So we've got one contact here, which goes around, looks to here. Unless, do you know what, maybe... No, it must be a circuit all the way around. These are all in series, aren't they? No, they're not. Parallel.
They're not, because they're each 3.7 volts, and we only want 5
volts.
So I bet you
these are parallel, and this boosts it up to 5 volts.
Yes, I think that could be the case.
So if some of them were disconnected,
it wouldn't make a difference.
It might still show the charging circuit. Might still think it's charging one cell.
Yes, or it might be charging 4 and not charging the last cell or something.
Yes, yeah.
We'd have to really see how it's wired. Really see how it's done.
Okay. Well, shall we? Do these pop out? Hold on.
I don't know. Does the other cover come off the other side? Maybe.
Okay. Let's have a look. No, I think what's going to happen is this grey thing is just going to lift up. Yeah, the grey thing lifts up.
Right.
I've broken quite a lot of the plastic actually.
Might be when it was dropped.
Yeah. I reckon if I turn this upside down, these will just all come out. Do you think?
Go on. It doesn't be broken anyway, yeah.
No. Okay, but look, we can see that these are all joined here.
So it's parallel.
So these are all joined there, and then that goes around to this wire here, which joins up these two.
Yes.
So all
they're all wired in parallel, and then they're all wired across one contact in the middle there, which is the other side.
Because these are positive, so this must be positive, and that's positive. So
and all the negatives are together there. All 5 are wired in parallel.
Fine. So that doesn't make sense then. Why, if this is loose, why it thinks it's charging? Because it's not
because they're wired in parallel, so it's picking up. It must be picking up the full charge between there and there, because all these 4 are still in the circuit, but it's not generating enough voltage to give an output.
But it's not coming back via the negative, is it? Because look, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are coming back to here via the negative, aren't they? Do you see what I'm getting at? So it's leaving the positive, but it's not getting the return, unless it's slightly touching. Should we lift that up completely?
Yeah.
And then see?
Yeah.
Look at that. That is completely off. So now let's plug it in and see if the lights come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How weird is that? And it's showing that.
Yeah, and eventually, if you leave it in long enough, it will show fully charged.
Really?
Yeah, after a few minutes.
But the thing is, it's not making a circuit though. Do you see what I mean? You think, so it must be measuring the batteries, but how can it measure the batteries if that's off? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we do. Shall we plug this in and tap that down and see if it livens itself up?
Okay.
Right, so now if I touch that against there, no, it's not, is it? So it's not.
Maybe unplug the charger.
Oh yeah.
No.
No. Oh, so it's just teasing us. It's not. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that one works, and the phone's come alive now. Zoom out a bit.
5 volts.
Right. So why does that one work and the other ones don't? Yeah, 5 volts at, there you go, 0.84 amps. Which so that is charging now. Yeah. Let's see what's happening on this one. Oh, but they're all working now. Yeah. Maybe it just took a couple of seconds to get the charge in. All right. Well, so it looks like it is fixable, but a little bit confusing as to why
it's showing it as fully charged.
Yeah. Let's plug that in now and see with that touching what it's doing. No, same again with that light flashing there. Nice one. Okay. Well, look, it looks like it is fixable, but a little bit confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got 5 volts going in, but this here should be measuring the batteries. Otherwise, it's pointless of having the lighting system.
It is.
Oh well, if you know the answer to that, add it down to the comments. So now what we have to do is we have to try to solder this on here. I'm just a bit wary about heat and lithium batteries. But maybe I can just. We might be alright just putting that down there. I don't think that's going to generate much heat on anything else, is it?
Yeah.
Just have a look at the circuit board. Is there anything else that we can join to, but if we do it wrong? No, it looks like there's a nice pad down there. I think I'm just going to get the soldering iron on and heat that up. I'll get you maybe to hold it down as I'm heating it up. Keep pressure down, and then hopefully it might. That might be it. Might be a quick video for a change. Right, let's get the soldering iron set up. Right, I've got the soldering iron heated up. And what I've done is, I've just bent this round ever so slightly more this way, because it looks like a repair was done on this previously. So I've just done it like that to make it a little bit nicer. Now we've just been wondering about how it could possibly be showing a charge. And what my brother said is, maybe, is it possible that it's taken the negative from here? Because we know the positives are all connected. But then, when we plug this in, how... So for example, if you get a multimeter, and you go on the positive of one battery and a negative of another battery, then obviously it's not going to do a reading because it's not making the circuit. But that's the bit that's confusing me. Why is it giving a reading here, even though this is completely loose? And what did you say, that maybe it's taking?
I think it might be taking, I could be completely wrong, but it might be taking a negative of this because this is now the same circuit possibly with a positive connected because it's charging it.
Right.
So that's possibly, but it might work on a completely different, and I think that's a voltage reading, but
Yeah.
it possibly, it might work on a completely different principle.
Sure. And also it is showing the full charge now, isn't it? Look.
It is, so it thinks it's fully charged.
Yes, yeah. Now
It may well be fully charged.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if we went across the batteries, let me get my multimeter. I think there should be about 4.2? I think a lithium is it 4.2 or something when it's fully charged? So let's zoom out and see, just out of curiosity. So this one over here is the positive, and this one here is the negative. Okay, it's showing 4.12. Sorry, 4.17. So, and these are 3.7. So I bet you they are. I bet you that is fully charged.
Probably is, yeah.
Yeah. Now, using soldering irons anywhere near lithium is dangerous because obviously these can go on fire. But what I'm thinking is, if I just hold this there like that and apply the heat directly to here, then really the heat is kind of away from the lithium. So I personally feel safe enough doing this. But obviously, like I say in all my videos, please don't copy what I'm doing because I'm sure this is not the safe way of doing it. Right, so I've got my soldering iron set to 370. I'm just going to add a little bit of flux on here just to help it, help the old solder there flow a bit. Right, okay, let's go do this. Let's zoom right in. Let's wait for the explosion. I think that might have taken. Alright, let's have a look at that. Make sure it's not against anything else. I'm just going to get my eye loop and look right in there because there is pads here that it's quite close to. I think it's alright. I'm just going to try to bend it up a little bit because it is close. It is close to them. There we go. Right, let me have another look now. Yeah, I think that's alright. It is very close to this pad here. This one down here. But it does say battery negative anyway. So I've got a feeling that that pad and that pad are all for the negative battery. Because remember, where these are made, this is probably just a generic protection board. And then on other systems, maybe you've got wires coming off these terminals rather than just, you know, one big kind of like negative bar attached to it. So I'm pretty sure that is going to be alright. So before we put it back together, let's plug our thing in and see if we get any reading from it. I was surprised that soldered so easy. I thought it would take a bit more heat, but it went on really easy. And it is on nice because I've bent the metal up now, and it's definitely sticking well. There we go. Result.
Excellent.
That's alright, isn't it? What an easy fix.
Until the next time they drop it.
Yeah. Well, at least you know how to, it'd be a nice easy one to do again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 0.8 amps. Yeah, 0.8 amps. Perfect. Why is it showing charging now?
Charging the phone.
Oh, is that what it does?
I think so. Yeah.
Right, okay. God, that's a bit confusing. Oh, I see, and you have to unplug it and then that shows you that. Let's see if the little... Yeah, I see what I mean. Let's do the light. Yeah. Okay, let's pop that back together and hopefully that will be job done. I just need to clean that little bit up with a bit of IPA, get rid of the flux from it. Okay, so I've got a little bit of IPA and I'm just going to clean off the tiny bit of flux that I put on there. Well, okay, so that's it all cleaned up, and what we did is we did just lift this up because when we look closely, my brother did notice that it does say C1 here. So this must have been a place for a capacitor between here and here. This one here does definitely say battery minus, so I'm sure it would have been fine, but what we've done is we've just lifted it clear of every other pad apart from the pad that is supposed to be on, because obviously we don't want it to cause a fire if it's constantly in touch with something else, even though that might not be relevant. It's just peace of mind. So that is it. It's definitely on there nice and strong, because when I wiggle it about, it's not showing any sign of movement from the solder joint. So let's pop the top on, and that should be, pop the bottom on, and that should be it. Right, okay, let's give it one plug in, see if it's still lighting up, which it is, so that's fine there. Press the light twice, it comes on and it indicates here, and when we plug this in now, you can see now that the phone is charging. So what a nice easy fix, and again it saves that from being thrown away or recycled, so it saves a little bit of money and also keeps it out of landfill, so that's good. So yeah, thanks a lot for letting me video that, Paul, and we've got plenty more to do today now, so we're going to get on with the other fixes. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more trying to fix videos. Take care, bye now.